Hello Aries, happy birthday. Welcome to your April 2019 love reading. I'm Jade with yesYesYes. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. Let me explain what we're going to do. We are going to start with the Mystical Lenormand deck. I'll do a see where the significator cards are, the path between the masculine and feminine. We're going to clarify with the Line Strider deck, and then we'll get some cards from the Romance Angels in the end. We always love those. So all the cards have been pre-shuffled, and it's been really interesting so far. If you are new to the channel, oh, I did say that. Welcome, and welcome back for those who have been here before. If this resonates, and I usually say, since it's a love reading, it's Sun, Moon, Ascendant. It could be Venus or Jupiter. That's so many, but you know, there are a lot of readings out there, and the idea is that you find something that resonates for you. And these are so general that it's difficult to have the whole thing resonate for you, but if it does, of course, that's amazing. But just keep that in mind, is that these are general readings, so I do my best to keep it as general as possible, but that is not always the case. Sometimes it can get specific. I don't like it to, but that happens. All right, so I'm just laying out all these cards. Oh, there we go. It's not a super long story. So let's see. There we go. All right. So we have the masculine card here and the storks. So there's a new beginning. It's a lucky new beginning, which is nice. Some kind of change, some kind of new luck that's happening for the masculine here. And it might be something that has in the past felt like a burden or a family situation, okay? I'm basically giving you the path in which you guys meet or are connecting this month. Now, this is literally the paths card. There is a choice, and it might be something that is a little bit anxious, specifically for the female, and it's a new journey for her too, okay? And there's our feminine card. So the female may actually be traveling this month, and she might be a little nervous about her travels. The masculine seems much more grounded. He's really into whatever this new thing is. I don't know, we'll find out more with the other cards, but this cross is kind of like the burdening card of the Lenormand deck. So there has been a burden, or there could have been a burden, but basically because it's lucky, he's doing fine with it. This could also just be family, a long-term issue. Maybe there's some long-term issue that has been resolved this month for the masculine, okay? So how does this all work? Well, what I'm seeing is that basically the burden and this path are the middle cards between you two, okay? So we're going to be talking about that in terms of those aspects, because there's too many other cards. But how can we, it looks like, you've got a lot of stuff going on in between you. Aries feminine's got some stuff going on, moving or journeying. Maybe it's a new job. There's some anxiety about it. And then the masculine's probably feeling pretty good. So what the choice, you guys have a choice to be together. That's what I'm seeing here, is that, there's not swooning, there's not super, love connection at this point. You're making a choice to be together. And it's, it seems very rational. Okay, Aries, if you want to be rational, that's fine. Let's see what else is going on. What's the connection energy? Okay, Five of Wands. So this is passion, this is fire. This is generally our card of struggle, of fighting. And what I'm seeing here is that this is about, you have this underlying passion, this desire to, instigate, initiate. I'm doing this poking. So, it's interesting because this is, your energy can be kind of like a child who pulls on the dress of, or the pant leg, trying to get attention. So it's, this is a little egoic, yes. It's okay, it's your birthday season, it's all kind of about you. And I feel like that's the energy that you're kind of sitting in here, is that, this is the baseline energy that can connect you to, is that you both might be feeling, again, that it's kind of all about you. You're in your own space. Now, how do we bring two people together when it's all about them? And if this is an ongoing relationship right now, you might just not be feeling super passionate together because you're really kind of working and thinking about your own stuff, okay? So let's see how this path comes together. We're still in the individuals right now. So what's going on for the masculine and the feminine? Okay, both pages. The Page of Swords came out in the reverse for the masculine. So we're not sharing. Maybe it's tongue-in-cheek, maybe it's playing around. This is also like the stalker card sometimes. So this could mean that you're just withholding, and I'm feeling like this is games. This is, and I don't mean playing around like with many people. I feel like if this is somebody that you're just kind of, this is like the snarky stuff, right? Where you're pushing the boundaries to see how much you can get away with this other person, and this is all fun. This is actually probably part of your courtship is to be snarky, is to play these little games. So again, this is you have an underlying desire. There's this passion that's underlying it, but right now you're just kind of playing in your energy. It's more in the ego right now. We'll see if the heart comes out a little further. Am I judging you? No, I'm just telling you what it is, what the cards are telling me. For the feminine, we're in the Page of Pentacles. So she's wanting to feel a little bit more stable, okay? That makes sense because we were talking about this journey or this movement, travel. Maybe there is a job that's involved where you've had to make a choice and you're really trying to make things a little bit more stable for you. I think that's what's going on for the feminine, is that she's pulled back to kind of look for some stability and maybe not being able to offer anything more than just a little bit in any kind of relationship. Well, okay, masculines telling me something else now. 10 of Cups. Okay, so if you're playing, right? If you're being snarky, if you're enjoying the back and forth of your courtship with words, the 10 of Cups, I like that this has come out because now you're ready to sit into your heart a little bit. So maybe what happened was you were playing around and all of a sudden you realized, ooh, this might be somebody I really like, okay? This might be somebody that I really want to enjoy time and opening up a little bit with, okay? And this is again, past stuff. So this could be things that you're working through from your past if you guys haven't met yet. For the feminine, we have the 3 of Wands. It came out in the reverse. So we're, again, maybe not seeing long-term yet for the feminine. Maybe the energy's here, the potential for looking for things long-term, but just not quite feeling it yet. She's just in really concerned about herself. I feel like the masculine might be coming forward though. So let's see what else we've got here. This is very interesting, masculine. I like how the masculine says, nope, let me tell you another story. Okay. So the moon flew out, and then we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So again, masculine, this is Pisces card. The moon is guarding us to make sure that we're looking at things truthfully, okay? Seeing things as they are, using your intuition, using your insight, okay? Now, if you're playing around, if you're not speaking your truth, if you're withholding anything, just because you're playing games, you really like the struggle, you like that tension, the cards are urging you to make sure that this is something that you truly want and not just another game, okay? Don't just turn it on its head and say, ooh, you know what? I can be the knight in shining armor. I can offer all of this love to this person. Just because I can doesn't mean that you want to, okay? Is this really something you want to move forward with? And It's only because we're going back and forth that I'm talking to you this way, is that I just want to make sure that you are really going to step forward and step into a commitment if that's what you truly want. You don't have to. Nobody's forcing you. If this is, you don't even know who I'm, you are single, don't even know who I'm talking about, you're going through the struggle right now. The moon is always here to remind us to feel into your heart space, okay? Feel into the truth for you. So, is your truth playing games, being snarky, enjoying the tongue-in-cheek aspect? And I like that kind of relationship too, don't get me wrong, that can be fun. Is that what you want? Or do you want a 10 of Cups relationship where it's heart-centered and it's emotionally, vulnerable and open and connected? What do you want? Do you want it all? You can maybe have both of them. I think that would be a really special relationship if you can balance those two. And that could be what's coming forward. For the feminine, this Page of Wands that came out in the reverse, it's interesting because you've got 2 pages here. So you're not moving forward. You're not quite, the action is what you're not wanting to take right now, because I think the feminine, you're really trying to just figure out, where your stability is on your own. I like that you're not rushing forward towards a masculine to bring you stability. I like that you're trying to get stable on your own. This again is, it's a small, offer, right? That's what pages are offers. So you're not able to offer stability or passion at this point. Doesn't mean it's not there, because again, this energy is here. You can always flip it around. But this is where you're coming from, is not being able to offer passion, not being able to look at things for the long term, because you're really worried about your stability, your security in yourself, okay? Okay, cards. Judgment just flew out. I didn't even ask the question, so I'm going to leave it here. That's what happens, okay? So what it could be saying is that there is a reconciliation that we're talking about. So maybe this is a couple that is not in, you're not speaking right now. That's sometimes when judgment comes out in the love readings, I see it that way. The other thing is that make sure, and this might be specifically for the masculine because you're going back and forth, you want to make sure that you're living up to your highest self, okay? That's what this judgment card is. When it comes out, it says, check yourself because you're getting checked. Are you living up to your, are you living in your integrity? Are you living up to your destiny, right? Are you on track? Are you on point? These are the questions for yourself. We've got the Page of Cups for the masculine. So small emotional offer. This might be that the masculine is really trying to work this out, where there's this balance of fun, playfulness, the ability to have the zest and the toying, but also the deep connection. So I'm interested to see if that balance happens. That will be very interesting to see. But what I'm hearing here is that the masculine is wanting to make a small emotional offer. And if this is single, masculines, it's going to be you stepping forward to your feminine when she shows up, okay? But also make sure you're in alignment when you do so. The feminine, we have this Death card, the Scorpio energy. So there's definitely a change coming. And so if you feminines have been trying to work out this feeling secure on your own because you weren't able to put any energy towards building anything, I'm feeling like this Death card is showing up saying that's about to change, or you're in that process of changing that feeling. Maybe you're feeling more like yourself, more like you can move forward now because you have gotten to a point where this change, this transformation it's welcoming you, okay? You're ready to move out of this anxiety, and maybe just things have settled down, okay? I'm feeling like there's been a lot of change in the Aries feminine life, and things are settling down. For the masculine, you are killing me here. 10 of Swords. Okay, so the 10 of Swords is like the most dramatic card of the Swords suit, okay? It is showing us that there's a change as well. things are, you know, all of the endings are, it's the ended of the ends, okay? Things are about to begin again. But there's deep pain, there's suffering here. And this could, again, this could be a very internal process for you where you're suffering between wanting to offer love and also wanting to enjoy life as a single person, or wanting to find the balance between the passion and the zest of a love affair and wanting to be emotionally and vulnerable with someone, okay? There is some pain here, and I feel like the masculine Aries right now, and actually I've dated masculine Aries before, and you always keep me on my toes, so I feel like that's what's going on in this reading. Is when I say a thing, then you show me the opposite thing. Thanks so much. So we've got both the Ten of Cups and Ten of Swords here. The emotional potential for everything and the release of all of this pain and suffering that you might have gone through. What are you suffering from? You've got new choices, this is all going to be you making yourself suffer. This is your drama. This is something that you have pulled upon yourself. And actually, I'm going to tie it back to this Judgment card. The suffering might have been because you weren't in alignment with who you are, with what you really, truly are capable of giving in relationship and receiving in relationship. So this doesn't have to be as dramatic as I'm making it. This could just be, you're ending the suffering of being not in alignment. I'm going to give you that, okay? I love you, masculine Aries. I do, very much so. Knight of Cups for the feminine came out in the reverse. So she's wanting to move forward emotionally, okay? Wanting to make this transformation. I'm feeling, again, masculine, you're going to have to move forward towards your feminine. If you do not know who I'm talking about, again, getting right with yourself is going to clear the path so that you can find each other, okay? Feminine Aries, what is happening here? Sorry, let me stop this. I want to talk this. What's happening here is that we've gone from being upside down with being passionate at being action oriented, and now you're upside down in your emotions. I know that you want to move forward. I feel like this is all about you just realizing what's been going on, and that you're saying, look, I haven't been ready to be emotionally open. I haven't been ready to build forward, to build anything for the long term, because I've been really concentrating on what my personal needs are. But again, this energy is here and you can flip it. You can flip that. Especially with the Death card being here, you have the possibility of making this transformation, making everything change. It's just up to you how you want to change it. With this Knight of Cups, you're still kind of holding back. I feel like it's just it's probably just a habit. That's what I'll say. Yeah, it's just been a habit for you to hold back, and I think this is just a reaction where if somebody new shows up and you're like, ooh, this could be something, I can change all the things that I wanted, I want to move forward, I want to build long term, but then the habit is you pull back just a bit, okay? So just be aware that that's what this card is here for. It's just to remind you that you don't need to pull back. Maybe you're pulling back because there's some kind of issue that he's showing, his back and forthness. In that respect, he's still working on himself here, okay? He's trying to get in alignment. You're also trying to get in alignment. So just keep that in mind. This is nothing malicious is happening. There's nothing being pushed at you or forward, okay? Let's see this one last card that's going to bring you guys together. I want to see what this journey is together. Okay, I had two. All right. Healing and truth. I like both of these cards coming out, Sagittarian energy. Be patient with each other, be compassionate with each other, and open your mind to being in a relationship that's different than what you have been in. If this is an existing relationship, it's changing. The masculine is working on being his higher self. The feminine is working on feeling secure in herself. If this is a relationship that's not existed, you don't know each other, it's totally new, totally fresh, When you get to a point when you're ready to heal openly, right? When you're ready to connect with someone in a healing way, which means being vulnerable with what's been going on with you, okay? This might be harder for you, masculine, and maybe not actually, because you've told me you're back and forth quite obviously here. But that's the truth here, is that you're coming together when you're going to be emotionally open to healing, and expansive in your ability to connect. You're going to connect in a different and new way. We also have the Ace of Swords that's flipping around here. You're going to connect in a way where there is truth that cuts through it all. And it might be truth that's, you know, spoken in a way that I'm feeling like for the masculine, because he wants this, we were talking about snarkiness and, you know, that tongue-in-cheek. I feel like there's going to be that kind of energy, that kind of truth that comes out, that type of conversation where it's, you know, you're pushing each other to your limits to see where, you know, where your boundaries are, so that then you can be really clear. Nope, that's my boundary right there. And that's where the healing begins, because you figure out that's, you know, that's my boundary, that's my trigger point. That other person has touched it, then you know you can either shut down for good, which I would urge you to not. I would take a breath and then see if you can open and relax a little bit more. Let them come in a little bit past that boundary, just a little bit more, because that's what's going to get you to that next step, to your higher self, that healing, the healing all the way around. This is quite an interesting reading. The masculine Aries has given me a fun journey. Thank you very much. Let me know how this resonates. Oh, I'm not ready yet. I'm not done. Derp. I'm not done. I've still got some romance angels. Now let's see what the romance angels have to say for you. Express your love, and I'm feeling like it's this one, heart-to-heart conversations. Makes sense because the Ace of Swords is right here. So, you know, coming together and expressing your love, not only for yourself, but, you know, if you're feeling it for each other, do so. Heart-to-heart conversations. This can mean, again, being vulnerable, resting and relaxing into your boundaries just a little bit. Let them push you a little bit further than what feels comfortable. And I'm not talking physical, I'm talking emotional here, just a little bit, okay? You're safe. You're safe. I want to just tell you that. But we don't grow unless we relax our boundaries just a bit. So I'm not going to push you to do anything that doesn't feel good. You know, that's not my job here. What I'm doing is I'm just bringing out what the cards are opening for us. There's opportunity. If you relax that boundary a bit, there's opportunity for growth. That's what I mean. So let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up button or subscribe to the channel. If you want to get a personal reading, my information, my website is also in the box below. Thanks so much for being here, Aries. Happy birthday. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.